Hello everybody. So in this video today, I wanted to address the open tag of my top 5 user knives, top 5 of them, and what I use them for. I think I can get it down to 5. I'm going to work hard at this for you guys, okay? We're going to work hard on this to get this down to 5 knives, or 5 groups of knives and what I use them for. I love the open tag format that everyone's doing. This is fun. I like the ideas. It gives me something interesting to think about as a topic and sometimes get excited about or enthusiastic about. I think actually I'm going to have to start with 6. So the first one, which is the honorable mention one, is I think I use knives as things to remember events and moments and special times in my life by. Oh yeah, that was when I was carrying this knife or this knife. It helps me remember those events and make them even more special, if you will. So I think that's my first honorable mention. And the reason you see these 2 knives out here to start off the video with, and actually there could probably be another one here. Yeah. Let's put this guy up here like that. So this kind of covers the whole first category of knives for me and what I use them for. And the first category is for Instagram photos and clickbait for videos. There you go. Hey, that's what I use my knives for real. Most number 1 use for my knives, well, not number 1, but one of the number 1 top 5 uses for my knives is making videos and to have nice Instagram photos and nice knives to show off, to play with the community. And so that is one of my uses. I know these are supposed to be hard to use work knives and what you use them for, whatever, but no, I'm going to go by categories, and I'm going to go by different types of usage here. Category number 1, clickbait. That's number 1. Number 2, we can leave some of these same knives out here. Fidgetability. If I can sit throughout my workday, I'm running around, and I can sit and play with the knife and fidget with it. Oh yeah, that makes that's the number 2 usage for my knives, and what I use them for is to fidget with. I like fidgeting, and this is not a fidgety knife. I like fidgeting and doing stuff with my hands while I'm driving around on a given day, or while I'm doing paperwork, watching TV. We all kind of do this, right? And I think I just addressed that in my most recent video on why knives. Fidgetability. So number 2 use category is for fidgetability, and that is what my number 2 categorical use of my knives is for. Number 2, 3. There we go. Show off my ring. Number 3 here is to give to other people. Now I don't mean giveaways. I mean like if I'm out and someone says, "Hey, you have a knife I can use?" There you go. That's actually a nice knife. Yeah. Okay, sway back, long cliff. Probably see that tomorrow on Instagram even. And I'll tell you what day I made this. Or perhaps a nice Boker traditional. A more premium slip joint or pocket knife also gives you a chance to introduce people into the knife community. They're coming and saying, "Boy, that sure is a nice knife there. What's that tree brand? What's that mean? Oh, it's made in Germany? Nice." And 3 blades. And you say that's a Stockman because it has a spade and typically a sheep's foot or Warncliffe and a main blade drop point, and that's typically a Stockman, huh? And so it gives you a lot of opportunity to talk. Oh, this is red jigged bone. Oh, neat. And look at the fit and finish, how smooth and clean it is. And again, gives you a reason to talk to people about knives and basic knives, not knives that are going to freak them out. Hey, check this out. It's just, in the office setting or work setting or anything like that. You need a knife to be able to pull out and hand to somebody that's not going to cause everyone to dive under the desk, as Chavez says. And or the dining room table or kitchen, what do you call it, break room table. Do people have break rooms anymore with all this stuff going on in the world? Anyway, I don't know. But point being made, you have to have a knife that you are able to hand somebody to use if they need to borrow a knife from you. So that's number 3. Number 4. Well, number 4, kind of interesting here. Use knives. Knives I actually, if I have to cut something, that I take out and I actually use. And so if you follow me at all, you'll know that I cover my typically top 3 knives that I'm carrying on a given day. And a lot of times I'll even have more than that. And, you know, I like to carry more than 3 knives. I like to carry multiple knives, and one of the reasons I carry multiple knives is because I typically have at least a user and a handleable knife, and or put it this way, one for me and one for thee type situation with my knives, and then something to fiddle with, and then, you know, something that's always there. Well, there you go. I just did the whole video. Shoot that idea down. Hope you enjoyed. The main intent there is that I actually use these. I'll cut things. You can see kind of the wear and tear on the blade, perhaps a little bit. Yeah, not too much. So, and of course, Elmax is just freaking awesome steel. It holds an edge really well, and you can just drop it right up. All right, the last and number 1 reason, the biggest reason, or biggest user knife I have is actually all of them. And I carry them and I use them because they make me feel good. And that's the number 1 reason why probably all of us carry and use our knives. Yeah, admittedly, we have some people that work with them, but I'll bet you they carry the knife they carry because it makes them feel good. Yeah, they may need it to do work with. You know, they have to cut, you know, cable and rope and, you know, all this stuff. Climb ice sheets and stab their knives. And no one does that, by the way, not that I'm aware of. But they carry the type of knife they carry because it makes them feel good. So if I'm wrong on that, chime in. I'd love to hear from you. If I'm right on that, chime in. I'd love to hear from you. I know I take an oddball approach to these videos where I'm looking at things from a slightly different perspective, and that's my goal. I want to have it to be a little bit humorous, a little bit serious from my perspective, and I tend to take a meta perspective on things. So this has been, well, this has been an interesting topic. I appreciate the open tag format. I know it was left open for everybody, and anyone who wants to do it, feel free. Stasa threw it open for everyone and anyone. So thanks, Stasa. And I also want it open for anyone and everyone who might watch it on my channel. I hope I'll have an absolutely wonderful day. And this has been Pat. Bye.